Get your coffee ready. Landria here. I'm going to talk about something. I want to ask you if you might be doing this. Are you a happiness hopper? What's a happiness hopper? Well, I think that we as human beings, because we come from pure light, pure love, and bliss, we come here, we forget that, but we know that being here somehow doesn't feel right. The density, just the violence, the destruction, the things that we do to ourselves and others, it just doesn't make sense. Yet, we as humans participate in that. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, because you could be a very spiritual, peaceful person and say, I'm not doing any of that. But are you doing things in your personal life to try and correct that, ooh, icky, this doesn't feel right feeling of being a human being and seeing all the things going on out there? Are you constantly hopping around to find happiness? Now, if you're on my Instagram business page, you'll see that I'm going to actually have a discussion about this, specifically about jobs and money. But it really does apply to our entire lives. Happiness is something we all seek. A lot of us are chasing money because we think it's going to give us happiness. We want to win the lottery. That'll solve my problems, and then I'll be happy. This is the person of my dreams. Then I'll be happy. And so they're seeking happiness all the time. Well, as we know, and I'm sure that you've experienced this, you get there, and maybe you feel pretty happy for a while, but it doesn't really last. That's because when we seek that which is outside of ourselves, yes, I know, we have to go back to that, then we are not really getting in touch with our real power, our true peace and happiness. And that is to not require anything to go into that space. Now, this is the biggest challenge. So this is why people are constantly chasing happiness, hopping around, happy hopper. And so, yeah, I get it. I really do, because we see the material world and we believe that's all we are. But so many of you are awakening to the fact that we are so much more, and we are actually so powerful that this here actually creates all of that. When you go into that space of peace and you connect to your true essence and you let go and release the requirement of the material world to make you happy, hopping from happiness to happiness, then you actually will start to create all of those amazing things, and they're going to come to you in the best possible way, because there's no need or requirements or restrictions around all of it. In fact, you get out of your own way, because you are a quantum manifester at all times. There's nobody making a decision over there whether you deserve it or not. Everybody is deserving. But when you get out of your own way as to, I can't do it, that'll make me happy. In other words, I'm unhappy. That's your message. That'll make me happy. This relationship will make me happy. I'm unhappy with myself. I need somebody else. The job will make me happy. The material world has to serve me. And so when you get away from that and you let it all go, which is the biggest challenge for all of us, right? When you let it go, and I'm not saying you're not going to be uncomfortable. This is why I train people on my breakthrough fears. It's there. The fear and the pain and is all there. You're just no longer reacting to it, and you observe it. And then you realize, I just need to sit back here and focus on that which is really, truly important, and that is connecting to my spiritual self, my peace, my love, getting out of the way and saying, I do have these desires, but they are not what is going to make me happy. And when you release that piece of it, you remove all the obstacles now, those messages of lack and unhappiness and all these other things that you were actually sending. We think that we're manifesting that thing. We're actually manifesting the thoughts and feelings behind it. I don't deserve this. I'm not happy now. And so when you remove all that and you say, I am perfect. I am happy right now. I am complete. And I am experiencing some challenges, but you know what? I'm just going to observe them, because that's part of being human. I'm going to be okay with that, and a peace will come over you. And all of a sudden you say, it would be wonderful to bring in abundance. And through that, I don't require it to be happy, but through that, I could be much more useful on a material planet when I'm abundant. And all of a sudden, somebody calls you with the right job, or you run into the love of your life in the grocery store, or you get a check, an unexpected check. And that's exactly what happens with my students. They get out of the way of all these thoughts and fears and requirements to be happy. And they realize they always were. It was always right here. If you want to come over and explore one of my courses, I welcome you to. We work on this every month because the fear out there is even more intense, and it's really going to challenge you, especially if you're concerned about your finances, your job, and even relationships are being tested right now. Remember, you are totally complete. And when you come to terms with that, you don't have to hop around to anything. Happiness is here for you anytime you receive it. Now, we're programmed, so it's going to take practice every day. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.